You must have heard of the phrase, "Common sense is not common anymore." Well, it's a very subjective expression. It might be common for you, but not for someone else. On that note, welcome back to our channel. Today we will be talking about what we usually never do. That is, using our brains to their full capacity. Wondered what would happen if we did that? Is it even possible? Would our dormant superpowers be unleashed? Well, stay tuned to this video to know more. According to research, humans only use 10% of our brains in our daily lives. This widely accepted myth is anything but true. Countless research has gone into proving this notion as rubbish. If that's the case, then why aren't you able to solve that math problem or the Rubik's yet? Did you know all humans are smart and are capable of using their full potential? Except that their surroundings, the people they interact with, and their experiences along with a touch of their personality drive them to use their brain. So, if you called someone dumb, maybe it is not because they are, but because you made them believe so. Let's get to know a little bit about the least understood organ of your body, your brain. The brain is 10% neurons and 90% glial cells. This is why a few great minds connected the dots and declared the 10% usage theory, which has since been debunked. Each function of your brain is carried out by different types of neurons, but in general, your neurons enable you to process and transmit information. And all human brains are designed the same way. Yes, nothing special about your brain and your friends, except that each brain has different experiences and learnings, and that's what makes it different from others. Do you think all world problems will be solved if we use our full potential, or will they increase instead? What do you think? It highly depends on how we use our brains. It could be for the greater good or evil, for creative reasons or destructive. Some arguments say that we do use our full potential. We choose to believe the 10% theory because it's a convincing excuse to not execute certain actions. For example, that math problem. But again, necessity is the master of invention. So if your life depends on that math problem, you will find several ways to figure it out. You get the point, right? As much as the movies and other influential media are trying to spread the 10% myth, contrary to that, humans are always using their full potential. Your brain is the reason you are alive. Yes, your heart pumps the blood at a rate of 60 to 100 beats per minute. But who is sending signals for your heart to beat? Your brain. The reason you can hear and see this video is that your brain is sending signals to nerves in your eyes and ears to watch and listen. Even when you are sitting idle, your brain is still functional. Even while you are asleep, your brain is very much awake. How do you think all the dramatic dreams play out? Well, it's all in the brain. It continues to maintain all the functions of the body and even channelize repair mechanisms to ward off the weariness from the day. How we utilize our brain is up to us. Whether you want to discover or invent something crazy, or just make a simple sandwich, the brain will put in use the same potential and effort to execute the desired function. What does this mean? In short, it means that you can do wonders if you decide to. It's not simply that they say, where there is a will, there is a way. What you see in your day-to-day life might feel common, like waiting for the green signal for a person to cross the road. But that might not be a concept in some other part of the world, so does that mean that they don't have common sense? It usually depends on how they process this information, once they learn about this from the internet or experience. Yes, these days, knowledge from the internet comes before experience. Coming back to your brain, why is it that different people are differently abled or have different interests? If you are inclined towards analytics, big data, and all the science stuff, it is because your left side of the brain is dominant over the right side, and hence you can easily analyze big data. But if asked to draw a butterfly, you would struggle big time. Well, mostly this is because you never really practiced drawing in your school much, and focused on the other things that you enjoy. It's more like conditioning the brain to do a set of tasks. The same applies to artists, singers, painters, or anyone else in the creative field. So if you want to try using 100% of your brain, then you must try doing tasks that challenge you. If you're bad at numbers, then try some brain teaser games that will help you trigger the left side of your brain. It is like exercise. You might do only a leg workout, but not work the biceps. It clearly explains why you haven't gotten those bulky arms. So what do? You start working on those, right? And within a few months, you start to see the difference. The same logic applies to your brain. Coming to the size of your brain, it is a usually brain-to-body ratio. The human body is smaller compared to the body of a whale, hence your brain is smaller than the size of a whale. But does that mean they're smarter? No. Humans are the only creatures that can use over 10% or more of their brain. Other animals hardly use 1 to 2% at the most. That is why humans are considered the smartest living beings in the world. Or is it just something we want to believe? We'll leave that for you to figure out. It is all about the number of neurons present in the brain which determines the smartness of the creature. The human brain is so massive, isn't it? If it doesn't send a signal to eat food, even if it is your favorite pizza, you will not be able to use your hands, open your mouth, and chew down the food. And oh yes, it's not going to digest or be eliminated as well. This is such a no-brainer. Here's a riddle for you. After all, riddles do trigger the brain. Tell us, why did the chicken cross the road? You can leave your comments below. But hey, you don't have to crack your brains for this. It is simply the chicken's wish to cross or not. We cannot get inside the chicken's brain now, can we? Now, that's something science has never been able to do. Who is thinking about what, when, and why? Let's hop right back to the topic. If you wish to use the whole 100% of your brain, then try using your left side 50% and the right side 50%. Maybe that way you can achieve 100%. If you think that you could use 100% of both hemispheres, then you're highly mistaken. The millions of neural impulses at the synapses between the neurons could just snap. And what does that make you? Insane. And nobody wants that. Apart from brain exercises and puzzles, here is another factor that helps your brain function at its best, and that is food. While there is food for the soul and food for thought, it is a well-balanced diet that keeps the brain healthy. While we're talking about diet, let's quickly list a few commonly available food items which can give your brain the right amount of nutrition and kick to generate the right impulses. Starting from oily fish to berries, whole grains, avocados, walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts, almonds, sunflower seeds, eggs, broccoli, kale, and soy products. Talking of food and drink, what's your go-to drink to stay up on the lousy all-nighters to complete deadlines and assignments? Well, most of you may blurt out coffee. Yes, caffeine sure does make sure you get all the kick you need to zap your mind into a state of alertness almost instantly. Here's another item which is usually stocked at home you could try. Dark chocolate. In short, the vitamins B, C, and E, with the right mix of beta-carotene and magnesium, have been shown to improve mental performance. Now that we've got the diet sorted, let us not forget the contribution of regular exercise and sleep. The productivity of the brain improves by many leaps and bounds when a routine is followed with the right amounts of physical and mental activity, supported by sufficient rest. So the textbooks, hundreds of blogs, and your elders telling you about sleeping on time is not just a bogus routine. There is no cheat code available to unleash the 100% potential of the brain, and probably there is no need to do so as well. Our species has done well so far, and we hope to keep that going. If by any chance we can tap into the 100% mark, no one can tell if it's going to be a blessing or disastrous. Talking of which, what would you want to do if you could use your full potential? Let us know in the comments below. Meanwhile, let's make the best of what we have. Ever heard of the phrase, believe in yourself? It's true. A lot can happen if you believe in yourself. If you put an apple seed in the soil and water, then you'll grow apples and not mangoes. So if you believe what you are, you will turn out to be just that. If you see potential in yourself, then work towards it and never give up. To keep giving your brain all the added workout that is required to uncover its full potential, all you have to do is give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We will keep posting mind-boggling facts and mysteries which are sure to give your brain all the necessary triggers. Let us know in the comments section below your percentage of your brain usage. And if you want more such videos, then hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload the next video. See you on the other side. Bye.